examined the whole question of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump extensively for my book, The Clintons' War on Women. There's an entire chapter on it. Sorry, Wayne, you're wrong. The relationship between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein is essentially a financial one, only in the sense that Epstein pays $300,000 a year to belong to Donald Trump's very exclusive club in Palm Beach. Trump admits to going to Epstein's home one time because Epstein badgered him to go to a party at his palatial mansion in Palm Beach during daylight hours. Trump said to his driver as they pulled up and saw a bunch of kids frolicking in the pool, "Wow, that Jeff Epstein's a nice guy, letting the neighborhood girls and kids play in his pool." He went inside, became extremely uncomfortable over the fact that he was one of only 3 men there and the rest were underage girls, and he left. If anyone, including Robert Morrow or Wayne Madsen, has any actual evidence of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein abusing underage children, put it forward, because it does not exist.
On this Friday, January 4th, 2019 edition that Roger Stone's about to host this 4th hour, he wants to take your phone calls coming up in the next segment. So it's your chance to talk to the demonized man of the hour, the evil Ruski agent with no evidence, Roger Stone, 877-789-2539, 877-789-ALEX. It's questions for Roger Stone because I'm about to eject out of this seat and get into the news. 877-789-2539 is the number to join Roger Stone on this Worldwide Friday edition. Now, 2 big news items. Can we go to Infowars.com for TV viewers, please? There is a live feed we did, which I never do, during my own show of a 30-minute interview or discussion I had with the crew today dealing with Bird Box. So can we go to Infowars.com front page? Alex Jones to release secret meaning of new Sandra Bullock film Bird Box. And yes, I'm hijacking this #1 film seen by 60 million people the last 2 weeks to break down its real meaning. I was watching it 5 minutes and could tell the real meaning. And then I called folks that had seen it and I said, let me guess this is how it ends. And they said, how do you know that? And I said, I know the script. In this 30-minute piece that I did today, just raw audio, but they added a bunch of video to it, I break down this big issue of how they're rolling out, admitting their plan in this film and in the first Kingsman. And tomorrow, I'm coming down here, I'm going to be down here 8 hours, putting out a masterpiece detailing all this because it's a major epiphany to understanding what's going on. That's the first big story. Next up, you talk about hilarious. The video is up on Infowars.com. Armed hippies lead "We Will Not Comply" resistance against gun ban. That's right. Leftist hippies who happen to be gun owners are leading the resistance against a new gun ban in Boulder, Colorado. The city banned the possession and sale of numerous semi-automatic firearms back in June, is now demanding residents who own such weapons turn them in. And now armed hippies, there's video of it. We're going to add that to the top. Maybe hit refresh on the article, guys, because I told them during the break to add that. They are now marching, armed liberals and hippies, arming themselves. Kind of like in Europe, we've got people that are socialists now against open borders because they get it is about bankrupting the country. And you can scroll down, you can see the video. They're on Infowars.com and Newswars.com, and it's totally upsetting the leftist. Roger Stone, I don't want to go down this rat hole anymore because my gut tells me it's not true. There's no evidence, and it's a Democrat talking point. But I had Wayne Madsen on earlier, and he said Trump is unhinged. Trump basically is Hitler, all Democratic talking points. And that there's these Jane Does that say that, you know, he and Epstein buggered him and all this with no evidence. And meanwhile, we've got Clinton on the plane 24 times, Hillary, all the different Democrats flying around on it. You've got total protection, Hillary's first job representing pedophiles. You've got the Podesta emails. You've got all their history of the UN caught doing it. And then I'm just hearing that Trump is with Epstein with no evidence other than him party saying, oh, Epstein, he's a great guy. Trump says that about everybody, including me. So it's not about defending Trump. It's just that they're really scared of the Epstein stuff coming out. And so how does that tie into Sloppy Joe and the rest of this?
Well, Alex, first of all, you made a great point earlier. You know, it's so funny how the left loves Stephen Colbert and these late night comedians when they use parody and satire and humor to make a serious point. But when you do it, and you do it extremely effectively, oh, Jones is unhinged. It really is just another demonstration of leftist hypocrisy. I examined the whole question of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump extensively for my book, The Clintons' War on Women. There's an entire chapter on it. Sorry, Wayne, you're wrong. The relationship between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein is essentially a financial one, only in the sense that Epstein pays $300,000 a year to belong to Donald Trump's very exclusive club in Palm Beach. Trump admits to going to Epstein's home one time because Epstein badgered him to go to a party at his palatial mansion in Palm Beach during daylight hours. Trump said to his driver as they pulled up and saw a bunch of kids frolicking in the pool, wow, that Jeff Epstein's a nice guy, letting the neighborhood girls and kids play in his pool. He went inside, became extremely uncomfortable over the fact that he was one of only 3 men there and the rest were underage girls, and he left. If anyone, including Robert Morrow or Wayne Madsen, has any actual evidence of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein abusing underage children, put it forward, because it does not exist.
Well, let's expand on that. Mueller, it's been reported in the news, used Epstein as a confidential informant. Mueller transferred uranium on the tarmac to the Russians. And when I brought that up to Wayne, he'd never heard of such a thing.
The important thing to understand here is that the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, according to a bombshell new series of stories in the Miami Herald only weeks ago, documented the fact that Jeffrey Epstein had trafficked over 80 underage children of both sexes to his various pedophile friends around the globe.
And the only Trump connection is one of the U.S. prosecutors that whitewashed it. Trump did appoint. So I think Trump should throw that person under the bus.
I agree, but I have determined with absolute authority that Donald Trump was never told that this fellow Acosta had been the U.S. attorney in the Epstein matter. The better question, the more important question is, why was Epstein allowed to plead to 1 count of soliciting a minor? Why did he serve only 13 months of a 15-month sentence in the air-conditioned Palm Beach County jail? Could it be because he was an FBI informant for, yes, you guessed it, Robert Mueller?
Wow. Okay. I just crashed the show today to bring those points up. What else do you have coming up here, Roger? You're going to take calls, obviously.
I am, but Alex, one of the things I want to point out is, once again, we here at InfoWars have reported tomorrow's news today. I told you earlier that Mitt Romney's candidacy for the U.S. Senate in Utah was designed as a platform for a challenge to President
You said that over and over again for a year.
And when Donald Trump endorsed Mitt Romney in the Republican primary over the state treasurer, who was a Trump supporter and thinking of running, I said it was an egregious mistake and it would be
So this was pure treachery.
Complete treachery. Let me say this. There's a lot going on, and we'll get into it on the other side. But Romney, Flake, Kasich, and that cabal have a plan A and a plan B. Plan A is for one of them, most likely Romney, to challenge Donald Trump in the Republican primaries. The problem with that is a new round of polling, which has been leaked to me, shows that Donald Trump would crush any of them in the Republican primary.
All right, now let me guess what's happened to your head for TV viewers. Did somebody close the car door, the trunk door on your head?
Actually, no. One of my dogs, because I have 4 of them who sleep in the bed with me, scratched me in the middle of the night.
Boy, that's happened to me. That has certainly happened to me. My wife has 2 cats, and they were fighting and scratched the hell out of me.
I saw that myself. So no, I did not repel an attacker with a knife, although it's a hell of a good story. This was done by one of my Yorkshire Terriers.
All right, you're taking over with loaded phones, or Roger Stone on the other side. Whatever you do, Infowars.com, Newswars.com, PrisonPlanet.com. Folks, if you don't spread the links, nobody does. You've been doing it. We've been kicking butt. It's amazing. It's really making the globalists angry. But just the best videos, the best articles, whatever you think is most important, email it. Text it to your friends. Text it to your neighbors. Tell people about local radio stations at red lights. Hey, Alex Jones is verboten. Find out why he's on this local station. The power of you and word of mouth is the most powerful thing in the world in this age of social media. And you've been doing it, so I want to thank you. And we're saying to the globalists, their censorship, 9. It's okay to be a man. It's okay to be white. It's okay to be black. It's okay to be American. It's okay to be capitalist. It's okay to be Hispanic. It's okay to be human. We'll be right back with Roger Stone, your phone calls and more on the Friday edition. CBD-rich hemp oil is totally organic, all natural, something God gave us, and it doesn't have THC in it, and it's totally legal in all 50 states. This is where everybody's going. This is what your body actually needs. There are so many different spectrums of this natural oil that comes from hemp, now legal and lawful in all 50 states, that you need to just go research it for yourself. Now, obviously, there's been a giant marijuana legalization craze that Soros has funded the last 10 years. I've not been involved in that. It's a huge bubble. This is not marijuana. There are hundreds of varieties of hemp. This is industrial hemp that has all the good attributes, but not the bad attributes that turn people into potheads in their basements, picking and eating their boogers. This is the good CBD from the organic hemp oil. And there are so many great products that you simply need to go to InfoWarsStore.com and link over to WashingtonsReserve.com, or simply go to WashingtonsReserve.com yourself to look at all the products, to read about the history, and to see the facts for yourself. So 360 win. There are different CBD rich hemp oil extractions for many, many, many different uses. You owe it to yourself to go look at this for yourself and to also understand it helps fund the info war. People wonder why I haven't gotten into CBD oil. Well, because some of the stuff's got problems, some of it can get you high, and some of it can get you arrested. This is not that. Legal in all 50 states. It's from hemp, not marijuana. It's totally legal. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we can ship to all 50 states right now from the great website, WashingtonsReserve.com.